It's lethal next turn with Alexstrasza. Mr. Wrongfully Accused asks, which of the new Naxxramas cards are you most excited about? I do like the Nerubian Egg quite a bit. I like cards which require other interactions. In terms of like just basic cards, that new Rogue card, 4 mana, 5/5, Death Rattle, return a minion to your card, is a very solid basic card. It's strong. Which incidentally happens to be my opinion of it. How convenient. Slipped it in there. In my deck there's still a Leroy lurking about. Onion Knight asked, do you agree with me that Guardian of Kings should be able to pick the target to heal 6 instead of auto-healing the Paladin? Sure, why not? I mean... that's all I can say. Like, sure, why not? Doesn't seem like it would make it absurd. Increases the power a bit. Is it a card that needs the power increased? Probably not. Is it cool to do so? Sure, why not? It's like, I ultimately tend not to be a big fan of these hypothetical discussions. So often my answer will just be sure, why not? If it's not absurd. Because it's reasonable, but will it get changed? No. So why am I humoring it? Is it a bad card now? No. Oh my gosh, that's lethal. No, it's not. Crap. Okay.
I will mourn.
I must safeguard the land. Play.
All right. A lot of people confused on why not to faceless the Ancient of War. It's 10/10. It's obviously really good, but you can copy Leroy, which sets up lethal, which is probably a better option. Probably.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one.
I seem to have accidentally also improved my matchup against Druid, who I'm facing some amount of. Of course, the druid that I just faced seems to be slightly more unorthodox than the other ones. I'm facing a lot of Violet Teacher decks today. Interesting. Although the Violet Teacher decks, this deck should also be very good against. It's just that the Big Game Hunter and the Black Knight don't hit that many targets. I am constantly somewhat surprised at the depth of Hearthstone. A week ago, I hadn't really played Handlock, and looking back very broadly, I can already see a handful of games which taking a different path would have won. Taking a different path would not always be the best choice, but some of the times it was probably the better choice. Could probably be Legend already had I been playing this deck better. But it's good that there's a learning curve to this game. A game that was too easy would be dumb. Welcome to Valley Town, a failboat. Since I'm actually trying to get to top rank Legend this month, it might have made more sense to play a deck that I was more familiar with. But the decks I'm familiar with are somewhat poor choices in this metagame right now, I consider. What is the metagame right now? That's also a good question, which I should constantly ask myself. What is the metagame? Fascinating question.
What to do?
Welcome to Valley Town, Xanthi. If you asked me what the metagame was 2 days ago, it'd be easy to say it's a miracle metagame. But right now, I don't know. That druid right there, he's fighting a rogue metagame by playing a card like the Ooze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. His hand, it's not great right now. I wouldn't be sad getting rid of any of these cards. Soulfire Mortal Coil is probably the best option. Yeah. Okay, that card I'm sort of sad to get rid of. The 3/2, I'll leave that alone. Flex Axe, do you think it's a good meta strategy to pick the deck that counters the deck that Trump is currently playing, as so many people follow your lead? Certainly am viewed by a lot of people, but I don't consider myself to be a metagame shaker
What?
yet. If anything, when people are watching me play Miracle Rogue, the amount of Miracle Rogue might have gone down because they were like, oh my gosh, this deck sucks. Trump loses with it every single time. Maybe. Alright, he's only got 2 cards left. How much do I like my hand right now? I still don't know what type of druid he is. Black Knight, Big Game Hunter's value, they're both unknown. So the real question is, should I Soulfire that? If I Hellfire it, I can cast the Molten Giant. That's probably extreme though. I ideally want to draw a Twilight Drake or a Mountain Giant. Would I be able to cast it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yes, I would cast it. Alright. That card doesn't suck either. Only 1 Taunt Giver right now, but it's a pretty good one. Alright. Perma Envy asks, do you think in the future we will not have a 3-deck meta, but we'll see more like Warlock has with Zoolock and Templock and Handlock as control for all their decks? Are they more fun? It seems nowadays the only things you see are top 3 to 4 decks played. If you've been watching since I started just like about 2 hours ago, you would notice that there's been significantly more than just 3 decks. If you consider the games I played yesterday, let me rattle off a few decks that I've seen. A Zoolock, Handlock, Teacher Druid, Ramp Druid, Shaman, Miracle Rogue,
I must safeguard the land.
Aggro Mage, Value Rogue, let's see, Hellfire Quill,
Possibilities.
it costs 5, and then I can play the Molten Giant. Alright. There's also a question of, do I want to get rid of the Hellfire since I don't have to? I probably should. If I just play the Hellfire though. There's also a problem that he's probably got, if I Hellfire I'll go down to the range of the combo.
So many possibilities.
I don't have to go into the range of the combo. I really don't. I could just coil Molten Giant and this is a question of playing it safer when I am obviously winning by a large amount. Okay, I'm going to take my own advice here. Probably try to never cast the Hellfire. There's a To the Face Hunter, mid-range hunter with the traps and the bow. You've got the Sunshine Hunter, classes haven't I covered? There's no obvious paladin deck yet, and there's no obvious priest deck at the moment.
That belongs in a museum.
Oh, I haven't even talked about warrior, have I? There's been some aggro warrior out there, the usual warrior control. So that's 13. 8, 10,
Well played.
16, 20.
Let's do this.
On the rogue side, there's not only Miracle Rogue, but there's Malagod, which is basically the same thing, but probably distinctive enough to split into two categories. But basically the same thing. Did I go through basically all of them? I have to actually look at the classes. Okay, Druid I covered, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. Yeah, I covered. So, how many did I count? Like 19? 18? Alright, since I hit rank 2, let me take a break for Arena. Which is to say, like, it's pretty good right now that there's quite a few decks out there. Which is why it's difficult to pin down the metagame.
Find a seat if you can.
And I want to emphasize that's not what's possible. It's common decks I've played. Because I've played against the Priest and I've played against the Paladin. I just haven't mentioned it because it's not common. Alright, let's vote. I'm gonna go on a break. In the meantime, let me put on this lovely song for you guys. Since I usually play this during the morning, so not everyone's had the chance to hear my lovely collection of songs via the highlights. I never thought chat was essential. It's crude and unspeakably plain. But maybe it's a glimmer of potential if it subscribes to my vision and brain. I know that chat's powers of retention are as wet as a brain slug's backside, but thick as it is, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. It's clear from the Kappa expressions. The lights are not all on upstairs, but we're talking submodes implications. Even you can't be caught unawares. So prepare for the chance of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational news. A shining new era is tiptoeing nearer. And where do we feature? Just listen to teacher. I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared. Be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. We'll be prepared. For what? For the death of the chat. Is it sick? No, fool. We're going to kill it. And spammers, too. Great idea. Who needs a chat? No chat, no chat, na 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 na. Idiots! There will be a chat. But you said subs will have chat. Sub with me. And you'll never go chatless again. Yay! Alright! Long live the chat! Long live the chat! It's great that we'll soon be connected with a chat which will be all time adored. Of course, quid pro quo, you're expected to take certain duties on board. The future won't have all the legals. Well, Mets will be gone, I foresee. The point that I must emphasize is the chat will regain sanity. So prepare for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. Meticulous planning, tenacity spanning, decades of denial is simply why I'll have chat undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder it is. Yes, my teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Yes, our teeth and ambitions are bared. Be prepared. Wow, alright, close vote between Hunter and Mage. Looks like Hunter takes it. It's good. I haven't played Hunter in quite some time.
Let the hunt begin.
Welcome to Valley Town, your best chum. Oh wow, that's a really good first pick. Savannah High Main. Actually, that is the best first pick possible. Unleash the Hounds. New version. Still probably good. Still probably beats the other two. In Arena. Man. That's like an insane first 3 picks. Scavenging Hyena for the combo. Go ahead and finish with an Assassin. Another Hyena. Alright. My gosh. Picked like all beasts so far. Almost all beasts. Gnomish Inventor is strong, standalone. Not gonna take Silly Boar over it. Fen Creeper. Injured Blade Master versus Flare. That Flare is actually quite sweet. Sometimes it destroys a secret, and that's really big. Mage is a really popular class, and secrets are played sometimes. So I'm torn. I don't have any 3s though, and a 3 mana 4/3 is pretty good. I think this one's a very close call. I'm gonna go with the This might seem like a strange close call. I consider both of the cards pretty good. Flare is considered probably a lot better than you guys would rank it as. Handmaster is great. I'll take a Hunter's Mark. Kill command, beautiful. Multi-shot over those two. Ventrico or Oasis. Oasis is a beast, but Ventrico is just so much better, generally. Take a Harvest Golem over another Hunter's Mark. Yeti over Arcane Shot. Another Houndmaster. Some really top-notch Hunter cards here. Organ Infiltrator over the Stormpike. Murloc Warrior. Okay, whatever. Wow, another Houndmaster. Oh my gosh. Starving Buzzard. Just who I was looking for. Multi-shot. Tundra Rhino versus Bomber. Currently on 2. I've got problems. I do have quite a lot of beasts. I've got Wolf, Hyena, Buzzard, Unleash, but those already have charge. Savannah. There's actually not that many. Given how many Houndmasters I have, I sort of need to pick up the Tundra Rhino. Well, I do need 2 drops also. Kind of close. One, two, three, 4 in-game cards currently. And I think no matter which card I pick, I'm going to regret it. It's a shame. I would pick both if I could. I'll take the Priestess of Elune as kind of a bad late game card. Champion. Combos with the dogs, kind of. Ooze probably beats out Arcane Shot, and it's a 2-drop that I can play most of the time. These cards are terrible. Lord of the Arena versus Hunter's Mark versus Raging Worgen. I have a slight problem with getting 2 Hunter's Marks, as I have no major card draw this game. Alright, though. The other 2 are unexceptional, and I don't really have enough 3s, but the Raging Worgen is unexceptional. Alright. That's an interesting pick. Wow. So I was just looking at my default ranking. On my default ranking, I've got Harrison Jones number 1, Hogger number 2, King Mukla number 3. How aggressive of this deck? How aggressive is this deck? It's kind of aggressive. Not that aggressive. But I'm just imagining turn 3 Mukla, turn 4 Houndmaster, the beating that would be. Yeah, I think because of the synergy. Alright. Mukla! I picked up quite a lot of strong cards here. The Hunter representation is very high. 2 Hunter's Marks, 2 Hyena, Buzzard, Kill Command, 2 Unleash, 2 Multi-Shot, 3 Houndmaster, Tundra Rhino, Savannah Hymanes. That's 15 Hunter cards, which is pretty significantly above average, and they're really good Hunter cards. The neutral cards are a bit unacceptable.